What's going on today, man? How you doing? You doing good? That's great. So you're here today for a little advice on working out, and also you want me to help you whip up a little, workout program. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Also, I have a few different supplements here that I can show you as well and recommend to you. A few of them's out of stock, but I'm sure I can get it in stock for you really soon if you see any that you like. So let's just go ahead and get started. So let me get your name so that I know what client I'm working with here. We don't get mixed up, of course. Okay. Next, let's talk about your goals. So your goals is to get stronger, bigger. Okay. So you want to get stronger and bigger. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely whip up a program for that, of course. So stronger and bigger. Okay. So before we get into what kind of workouts you should be doing, and I'm writing all this down, so I'll give it to you at the end. That way you'll have it. But just to go over it so it's fresh in your mind. Let's start with some nutrition. So you want to get stronger and bigger. So you really need to be in a surplus. So a calorie surplus, that's just when you're eating more than your body burns. So you can put on, build muscle, strength, and all that good stuff. So what I'd really recommend is for you to download MyFitnessPal on your phone. That way, it really helps you track your weight, and it really helps you, let you know how many calories that you should be eating a day, essentially. So it's just, there to help you with that. It does a good job. So definitely make sure you're in a surplus and you're getting adequate calories daily. Okay, so to start out, I think it would be good to probably do so how's your schedule? Do you work a lot? Okay, so you work quite a bit, but you have time after work. So before and after work, you'd have a little bit of time. Let's start out with 4 days a week. Does that sound good? Okay, good. So we'll start with Monday. So Monday you can do like some chest, some shoulders, and some triceps, which is usually what's typical on Mondays. That's what a lot of people like to do. That's what I do, included. That's what I've always done, chest and shoulders and stuff, and on Mondays. But so let's start there. We can always adjust later, if your schedule changes or you want to try something a little different. But I'd say at least for the first 6 weeks, this will probably be a pretty good program for you. So we'll start Monday. We'll start with a chest, shoulder, tricep routine. And you're wanting to put on some size and strength. So what you could do is, for chest, I'd start out with some bench press. I can start you out with doing anywhere from a 5x5, 5 sets of 5, 5 sets of 3. You could do that, to start out with. And then once you get done with that, this applies to chest, shoulders, and triceps. You could do this with it, but to start with chest, we'll start with bench press, 5 sets of 3, or 5 sets of 5, whichever one you would rather do. And then once you get done with those, then you could switch to some dumbbell press. I like to do incline press. And you could do like 5 sets, anywhere from 3 to 5 sets of 10 to really get the hypertrophy aspect, the muscle growing aspect going. So you could do that. Same thing, you could do that with shoulders and yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Obviously, you can contact me if you have any questions. I'm always available. I'll give you my cell phone number, and anytime you need me, you can message me. It's no problem. But okay, so Tuesday you can do some lower body work, so legs. So you could start with just so you don't get too sore. I would just start with squats for the first time, for the first few weeks, to get you adjusted to it, because we don't want to overload you too much. We've not really had much weight training experience. So we got, on Tuesday we'll do legs, so we'll do squats, and kind of like with Monday, do like 5, do a 5 by 5 or a 5 to 3 with a weight that you're comfortable with, not that it's not in a weight that's too easy, but like a weight that's challenging, but also you don't want it to be too hard either. So you could do like 5 sets of 5 with that, 3 to 5 sets of that, and then you could go to and then you could lower the weight, and then you could do like 3 sets of 10 to get that hypertrophy, of course, so you can get that muscle stimulation going for maximum growth. So you get the best of both worlds. It's actually one of my favorite little programs to do, like a power building, power bodybuilding type stuff, if you will. And then Wednesday I would take an off day. I would rest. You'd probably be really, really sore after those days, so you probably need some rest. Definitely wouldn't hurt. So Wednesday would be an off day. Okay, and then we come up on Thursday. So coming up on Thursday, we'll repeat. Thursday we'll do some more chest, and then we'll do some back as well. So we'll do some chest, we'll do some back, and then you can do some biceps, and you can do a little more triceps if you want to. It's up to you really on that part. It's just, according to how you're feeling and stuff. So yeah, we can do that. Okay, and then that will be your third day. So, and then Friday rolls around, which will be your last training day of the week. Then Friday rolls around, and we could do, let's see, what could we get you to do on Fridays? Probably a little more lower body. So on Friday you could do, instead of doing squats, you could do some more squats, but I think what would be really good to do is deadlifts. So you could do some deadlifts. You could do you could do 5 sets of 5 with deadlifts, with about a moderately heavy weight. You don't want it to be too heavy, but you don't want it to be too light. So moderately heavy, which that goes for everything here. Moderately heavy, challenging weight, if you will. Okay, and I believe that would be a really good little 6-week program for you, just to start with, so that you get an idea and you get your muscles and everything adequated to what you're doing, and then we can switch it up from there, and you can tell me how you're feeling and all that. Okay, I believe that's all of that. I'm gonna take a few little notes here, just for you. That way, when you look at it later, you will know. Let's get. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me at any time. But I will put a bunch of notes right here for you. That way you can remember. You want to go over some food as well? Okay, yeah, we can do that too. We can do that right quick before we go over supplements. So, some foods. I mean, you can really pick any foods out as long as you're hitting your caloric intake for the day. We'll start with okay. So one really good food is eggs. You can start with eggs in the morning. It's really good for protein. A few eggs, 3-4 eggs. It's good for getting your protein in, of course. Another good food is chicken. Chicken is really, really good for getting your protein as well, getting some calories in. And don't think you have to eat this every day. I mean, you don't have to eat eggs, chicken, and all that. People think you have to eat that, in order to gain size or strength. But you can eat whatever you want, as long as it's in your caloric. As long as it fits into your macros, you're fine. You don't have to worry about any of that. But these are just some foods that you can eat, for protein and stuff, of course. Steak's really good, really, really good. Fish is really good, and that also reminds me, you could take some fish oils. Fish oils is really good for your heart and just all out, functions in the body. So yeah, any more questions there? Okay. I'll write down some foods here, some different foods for you. That way you can look back at them and stuff. It'll just be a lot easier for you. Okay. So I'll leave that right there. So let's get into the supplements. We got just some standard whey protein here. It's just really good stuff. I mean, you can get any type of brand that you want. This is just some good protein to drink after the gym. Also have the same thing right here, but in a bigger. So we got different sizes that you can get. So how many grams of protein should you take a day? It really just depends on your body weight. Me personally, I like to take my body weight in protein. Some people like to take way more than that, but it's really not necessary, I promise. Just try to take your body weight in protein and you will be good, I promise. Also, I have some pre-workout. This is some pretty good stuff. My favorite though is C4, but unfortunately we don't have any in stock today, but I would really recommend C4. It's always done me really well. If you want to try it, I can order you some. You want to try it? Okay. It's no problem, we can get you some. anything here today that you would like to have? Maybe some protein. You want the smaller protein like this? Okay. I'll get you a little discount today. So, it's your first time and stuff since you've been working with me. So we can do that, of course. So do you have any further questions for me? That'd be it. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you coming in today. Like I said, you can contact me, call me, text me, whatever you need to. Any questions you have, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So yeah, I hope you have a really good day and good luck on your training.